On all my peeps, your boy Versatile is back with another video, back again without my hat because I'm doing a double shoot right now. And yes, I'm here talking about Bixby, Samsung's attempt at creating an assistant to compete with Google Assistant, Siri, and I guess for that matter, Alexa. My opinion on Bixby is that it's okay, it's decent. It's not as bad as what I started allowing, voices from other people. Battery about to die. I actually enjoy using Bixby because to me, it's exactly what I thought back when I had the S8. Now, setting up quick commands is a little different. And I kind of don't like the fact that when you do use quick commands or or say something with Bixby, like it doesn't go back to like the home screen after you use it. Like you gotta go, like physically go back to the home screen. So for me, I set up like quick commands so that way, after I say the commands, whatever I want those commands to do, the last command is to return to home screen, so I don't have to do that. So it's a slight adjustment, excuse me, but I'm not mad at it, and it's not a big deal. So I like that about Bixby, and I think what I was trying to get to saying was Bixby to me is more like a literal like on-device assistant as opposed to like a full personal assistant. And it kind of sounds quirky at first because you think like a personal assistant, they would essentially do the same thing. And you could say that to be the case, but I know where Bixby does struggle is doing a lot of interactions like outside the phone, like doing a lot of searches and stuff like that. And contextual conversation is not quite built in well, period or yet with Bixby. So when I tell Bixby to do something on my phone, higher brightness, lower brightness, turn sound on, turn ringer to vibrator or to vibrate or whatever, it will do that instantly and not give me no issue. Now, sometimes how you word it, Bixby would get picky and be like, I haven't quite learned that command yet. So you run into some of those things, but sometimes it still ends up doing what you ask it to. So I'm not necessarily opposed to that. And I do like the fact that it responds quick and it does it. So like if I, as I gave you those examples, or with, Bixby routines, which is similar to like, I guess you could say what is it called? The assistant routines or Google assistant routines or Google routines or something like that. I've never even used the Google ones, and I'm sure Siri has some routines as well where you can set up certain things that happen based off of where you're at or what time, or certain things, and it'll just automatically hit those routines. I have like one in place right now, and that's just like when I go to sleep, going to bed, will kick in and it'll just cut on my do not disturb. And then that's pretty much all I can do. Like routines is kind of weird because I almost feel like the quick commands should be integrated into routines and they should become one full feature, not two separate ones, because they essentially do the same thing. Like you could do Bixby routines within quick commands by just setting up the command. So like going to bed, you want to start at 9, 10 o'clock. That's the only thing you have to worry about with quick commands because those are things you would say or probably type out to Bixby as opposed to it automatically happening. So if they could add that to quick commands, then just rename or redub quick commands as Bixby routines and then integrate everything into one as opposed to having them separately. And I think that would actually prove better for Bixby and what you would like to use for, as opposed to having them two separate things in two separate locations. So with quick commands, you can set up going to do not disturb mode, put vibrator on, lower my brightness down to 30%, turn my alarm on, and all that type of. You can have all that set up in quick commands. The only thing is you have to remember to say it. Now, of course, if you do remember to say it at some point in the night, it'll do it for you and you won't have no issues. And then in the morning, you can of course cut it back on and be like, yo, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then it can reverse everything. I have quick command set up when I'm driving to basketball, when I'm driving to work, or sometimes it's simple to be like open Pocket Cast or open Google Play Music and it'll do it, bow, instantly. Like there's no delay. So that's something I also definitely appreciate about Bixby, is that it responds quick, especially if it understands what you said. If it understands what you said, and it can do that. So those are the things that I definitely appreciate and like about Bixby, and things that I think Samsung can improve upon. because, you know, once you actually start trying it out and using it, you'll realize like, it's actually not that bad. And for it to be like more geared towards, in my opinion anyway, an onboard assistant, it knows your phone inside and out. So if you ask it to do something on your phone, it will do it. So I actually kind of gave me an idea for either a quick command or a Bixby routine, because I could actually, I guess, set up another routine. So when I get home or when I leave work, no, when I get home, because notification sounds and whatnot while you're playing music in the car interrupts you listening to stuff in the car, and it's annoying. So I would actually set up a routine so when I come home, my sound turns on and all that kind of stuff. And then of course I have a routine to kick back on at a specific time to turn sound back off, or I could just tell it, you know, good night, and it'll do that. So that's another command I have. Good night will turn the vibrate on, because Bixby routines actually doesn't do that. Bixby routines just turns my do not disturb on. So that's what I mean, like the harmony between the two. If you just synergize them together, let it be one whole feature slash, you know, app you can add to your home screen or whatever, I think that would do Bixby a whole lot better than having them segregated into two different areas within Bixby. That's just my 2 cents on Bixby. Hope you guys appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think about Bixby down in the comments below. The Bixby Home, when you swipe over to the left, it's not that bad. I feel like there's a lot of advertisements in it, to me it feels like. Or like when you want to follow specific teams, it keeps giving you like too much, like it's pretty much kind of the same stuff, and maybe there just hasn't been a lot going on, I guess, in the realm of football. But like from the score, it just kind of gives you the same articles. It doesn't really refresh. So hopefully Bixby will do a better job in improving Bixby Home as well, because I do kind of like swiping over to the left. You know, I got a familiar person who I can phone call right away. The weather's right there underneath that. And then under that, it kind of suggests games. It got ads, of course. It's got stuff you looked at recently in the gallery or that you shot, or, you know, both in terms of picture and video. Twitter and all, you can add all kinds of stuff into that home screen, and the transition from left to right is not bad. It does kind of remind me of Apple's like notification center or home center. When you swipe over to the left, it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Just in my opinion, you just get better or more information out of Bixby's home as opposed to like the notification center if you swipe over to the left, or your widgets. That's what it is, your widget screen or whatever, you know. And with widgets being able to be placed all over the screen on Android, it's nice being able to swipe over and you kind of have some things that you want to look at real quick, or you can just jump straight into the app. So with Bixby Home, hopefully again, Samsung, you guys can improve Bixby Home, get rid of ads, or allow the ability to get rid of ads, to not be able to show those again and not just not hide for now. Like, no, get rid of the ads, because why is there ads in the first place? So that's one thing I don't like about Bixby Home, but I do see hope and a fulfilling future both for Bixby Home and Bixby if they continue to improve the AI in terms of being able to talk to you and have conversation when you ask a question, and you can follow up with another question and it doesn't shut down on you. So those again are my 2 cents, but let me know what you guys think about Bixby Home as well in the comments below. Let's get talking. Let's see if we can get Samsung's attention to improve Bixby overall, because I think it can be a very good assistant, whether it's a true personal assistant, like more like Google Assistant. To me, it's better than Siri. And I didn't even have to use Siri like that. I just think it's better than Siri, watching other people just go through all kinds of havoc with Siri. I think Bixby is better than Siri, but it can be better and be still probably not as good as Google Assistant, but it can definitely be better. So again, Samsung, you guys have been steadily improving in different areas, and Bixby is one area that can most definitely improve. And that's just really, again, kind of comes down to simplicity and how you lay out the features, or just combining the features into one for a more seamless experience. But your boy Versatile is signing out, and until the next video, hope you guys appreciate this audio, because I'm digging this lav mic. That my audio comes out so much more crisp. So again, shout out to Pop Voice for this mic. I'm loving it. Woo! No hat again, fresh cut in the building. Y'all ready for in-game? Wait for it.